Welcome to the course of metrology and measurement, and today I am going to discuss about the methods of measurement, the remaining portion of method of measurement, that is the deflection method of measurement and the null type of measurement. But before I going to discuss, I must say something about the previous chapter, that in this case I have discussed about the direct method of measurement, indirect method of measurement, and the comparison method of measurement, also the substitution method of measurement. Apart from this method of measurement, I have also discussed about the transposition method of measurement and the complementary method of measurement. So in the last class I have shown you how the balancing system is categorized as the transposition method of measurement, and the method of the volume of a solid by water displacement method is categorized as a complementary method of measurement, where the known weight is used to known weight is used to measure the unknown weight. Now today I am going to discuss about two very important and very realistic metrology and measurement method, that is the deflection method of measurement and also the null type of measurement. Here first I shall discuss about the deflection type of method of measurement, where we know that suppose a dial indicator is in the indicator in this dial is indication of the measurement in a dial indicator is done with the help of the movement of the pointer in a circular over a circular scale, and the pointer deflection is used on a calibrated scale, and this type of instrument uh, is not only comparator but also it is a deflection type of instrument, you can say. Phasor measurement is an example of this method, and also voltmeter, ammeter are the example of this method, where the deflection of the pointer is done with the help of a spring attached to the pointer. Where in case of dial indicator, in this case, when the plunger is placed over the object, then the gear attached to this will rotate, and the spring attached to this gear will carry the pointer, which will deflect over the calibrated scale, and in this way the indication of the value of the measurement is measured. So here in the next slide I am giving one example of the deflection type measurement, and here you can see the example of a voltmeter or ammeter, where you can see there is a ammeter is there by which you can measure 0 to 1 ampere, and the indicator, this pointer will move, which is attached to a spring will move from 0 to 1 up to 1, okay, depending upon this depending upon the voltage or current induced in this instrument. So here there is a current carrying coil is there, that is the it acts within the magnetic action, magnetic flux, that is south pole, that is the south, and north, this is south and this is north, and one is permanent magnet is there, another is current carrying moving coil is there. That means the opposite pole will be generated in this end. So now due to this magnetic effect, there is a torque will be generated. The torque is Td. This torque is Td. This torque will rotate the pointer to the other end from 0 due to the torque Td. Torque is nothing but force into displacement. So force into displacement, due to this magnetic force, the torque is generated and it will be displaced by an angle theta. Now again, due to this torque is due to Td equal to G into I. So current, due to current induced in the circuit is I, and so value of this or magnitude of Td equal to G into I, where G is a constant, okay, and it is independent of the magnetic flux, the area, and the number of turns in the coil. And when this torque acts on the pointer, then an opposing torque will be generated due to the spring constant. And what is the angle of displacement? That is theta. So Tc is opposing torque, which is done due to spring constant K into theta. So when after such vibration of the pointer, it will be in a static condition. And the reading will be taken. And at that time, at that equilibrium condition, Td equal to Tc. So the torque due to magnetic field or due to current induced in the coil is equal to the torque, opposing torque due to the spring constant, is the two magnitude of the torque will be same. So G into I equal to K into theta. So G into I equal to K into theta, or from this equation we will get I equal to K by G into theta, where K is the spring constant and G is the constant due to it is independent of the magnetic flux and the area and the number of turns. So the value of the measuring quantity current depends on the deflection theta and the meter constant G and K. So when this deflection type instrument, that is ammeter, voltmeter, or any dial indicator, was first purchased, then there is some issue of calibration. Okay, so there is first it is calibrated, and then after prolonged use, due to the mechanical part, that is the spring attached to this instrument, there is an wear and tear of this in the mechanical part. So there will be an error in the measurement, and that should be checked. And should be removed with the help of calibration. So here you can see how the deflection is made with the help of the mechanical part, that is spring, and there is a electrical part and magnetic force is generated. Okay, but in case of dial indicator, the deflection is done mainly due to the mechanical forces. Now next is the null type measurement, where null type means null is related to 0. So what does it mean by null type measurement? So null is related to 0, and where the difference between the values of measurand and the known value are the same quantity with which comparison is to be made is brought to 0. That is, our balancing system is one of the null type measurement, where by placing the weights, unknown weights and the known weights on two different pans, the indicator is taken to the 0 position, then we will decide that what is the weight of this unknown quantity. So it is a simple example. But another very important example is that the null type instrument, here the instrument of a dead weight pressure gauge. Dead weight pressure gauge means here a piston is placed in a cylinder where on the plunger, on the upper end of the plunger, which is attached to the piston, is on the upper face of the plunger, the weights, known weights are placed, and the leveling, datum leveling is done. This leveling, the weights are so adjusted one by one, such that this pressure from the fluid is balanced by this dead weight, and at a balanced condition, this datum line is shown, and this datum line is obtained by the lower face of the piston by adjusting the weights on the upper face of the plunger. So in this way, a null type instrument is adjusted. And here one thing I must say, that in case of deflection type instrument, the sensitivity and the accuracy are both less than this null type instrument, because you know that spring, which is not so sensitive, and its resolution is also the resolution of deflection type instrument can not be achieved very high because of the spring element. But the null type instrument is also very sensitive and also very accurate. So in this lecture I have discussed about the deflection type instrument and the null type instrument and the methods, that is deflection type measuring methods of measurement and the null method of measurement. So these are two very important measurement system which are commonly used in our daily measuring system. So thank you.